Everyone, today we'll start new session Raspberry Pi introduction and operating system installation. Raspberry Pi is credit card size computer, and in this we have to use Linux operating system. So we'll start our session Raspberry Pi introduction and OS installation.
So Raspberry Pi, this is Raspberry Pi, old Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi is series of small single board computers developed in United Kingdom by the Raspberry Pi Foundation to promote the teaching of basic computer science in schools and in developing countries. So the idea behind developing Raspberry Pi is only for school. At the beginning it is only for school, but right now it is used everywhere. So Raspberry Pi, so this is a Raspberry Pi 3. So Raspberry Pi is designed by Cambridge Computer Laboratory in UK. Now this is credit card size computer and it plugs it to a TV or a monitor. You can connect HDMI or monitor like this. Its cost is minimum 3000 rupees. Its capability is programming, electronic project, office, play HD videos, etc. There are different types of Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi 1B Plus, which has 700 megahertz processor, Raspberry Pi 0, which will operate up to 1 gigahertz megahertz. Then Raspberry Pi 2 900 megahertz, Raspberry Pi 3B 1.2 gigahertz. Now Raspberry Pi 4 is there. So these are old Raspberry Pi, and the current update is Raspberry Pi 4. In that Raspberry Pi 4, 1 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM are the processor. So I have the Raspberry Pi 3. This is my Raspberry Pi 3. This is my Raspberry Pi 3. Now getting started with hardware. This is Raspberry Pi 3. Here there are 40 GPIO pins. Then here you can connect 3.5mm video jack. Here you can connect onboard camera. Here you can connect HDMI port. Here you can connect USB power supply. Here you can connect onboard touch screen display, and these are indicators. The side view is like this. There are 4 USB ports and 1 Ethernet port. On this Raspberry Pi there is onboard Wi-Fi also. So this is the detailed diagram for connection. Here you can connect 4 USBs. Here you can connect LAN cable. This is audio output. This is CSI camera port. This is HDMI port, power supply port. This is display DSI display port. Micro SD card is connected here below this Raspberry Pi. Onboard Bluetooth. Then it has processor BCM2837 64-bit quad-core processor. These are 40 extended GPIO pins. Now we'll see the technical specifications. So the first technical specification is the Broadcom BCM2837 ARM7 quad processor is there, which operates at 1.2 gigahertz frequency. Then it has 1 GB RAM. It has onboard 1 GB RAM. You cannot change this RAM. Onboard 1 GB RAM. It has 40 pin extended GPIO, general purpose input output. It has 4 USB ports. It has 4-port stereo output. It has full size HDMI. It has CSI camera port to connect it direct Raspberry Pi. It has DSI display port for connecting Raspberry Pi touch screen display. It has onboard Wi-Fi. It has onboard Bluetooth. It has micro SD card slot for loading OS. So OS is loaded into micro SD card, and you can connect this micro SD card to this Raspberry Pi. And the micro USB power source is used. You can connect your mobile chargers of 2.4 ampere 5 volt to this Raspberry Pi. If your current rating is small, then Raspberry Pi will not work properly. So these are the technical specifications for Raspberry Pi. Now if you compare Arduino with Raspberry Pi, in Arduino the processor is AVR ATmega 328P controller. This is controller. In Raspberry Pi this is Broadcom ARM117 processor. This is microprocessor. In Arduino it is microcontroller. In Raspberry Pi it is microprocessor. Clock speed is 16 megahertz in Arduino but in Raspberry Pi 700, minimum 700 megahertz. It has 8-bit register, it has 32-bit minimum and 64-bit maximum register. RAM is 2 kilobyte. Its minimum RAM is 512 MB and maximum is 1 GB for up to Raspberry Pi 3, and for Raspberry Pi 4 it is 1 or 2 or 4G. GPIO, AVR has GPIO 20. The basic Raspberry Pi has GPIO 8, but now it has 40 GPIO. Then input output current for a microcontroller Arduino is 40 milliampere, but in Broadcom it is 5 to 10 milliampere. Power supply is 175 milliwatt for Arduino, and it is 700 milliwatt for this low cost small Raspberry Pi. AVR doesn't have operating system, but Raspberry Pi has operating system, which is like Linux. Now we're setting up our Raspberry Pi. So first we have to download knobs OS from raspberrypi.org.download. So this is the web page, raspberrypi.org/download. So I have to download either knobs or Raspberry. So we are now downloading knobs. So download zip file format. So there are two options, torrent and zip. So we have to download zip. Again knobs, offline and network install, and this is only network install. So we are downloading these knobs. Then format SD card. So we have to format SD card, and for that we are using separate SD card formatter software. So right click, you have to select FAT32 by default, quick format and format. So SD card will become blank. How to install knobs on SD card? So first step is format the SD card. The minimum card is 8 GB. Download and extract the files from the knobs zip file. Copy that extracted file into SD card, and then you have to put that SD card into Raspberry Pi. So we require this hardware. So first hardware is Raspberry Pi. So this is my Raspberry Pi. I have monitor. I have this HDMI to VGA converter. I have this keyboard and mouse combo. Then I have memory card. This is my memory card. Now in memory card, the minimum size is 8 GB, and in memory card there is one term, class. If you observe, some memory card operates fast, some memory card operates slow. So it depends on class. So for Raspberry Pi, you have to take minimum class 4, but in market class 10 is available, so I prefer class 10 memory card. So these are basic requirement to set up the Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi, monitor, HDMI cable, USB mouse, power supply and memory card. Now first connect the HDMI cable to HDMI VGA cable so that you can connect your monitor. Connect your USB devices like USB mouse and USB keyboard. Insert micro SD card in its slots. Then after converting, plug in the power supply. Remember, Raspberry Pi doesn't have power on switch. So by turning on and off the power supply, you can turn on and off the Raspberry Pi. So this is the basic requirement to set up the hardware. So I have connected this power supply, USB power supply, HDMI cable. LAN cable is optional. If you have if you have router, you can connect LAN cable, otherwise it is not required. Then you can connect USB keyboard, you can connect USB mouse, wireless mouse also. So this is my hardware setup. Now operating system. So when you are selecting operating system, at the beginning it will ask select the operating system. So we are using knobs, and you have to click install. So we will see the process. So first, when you start the system, it will ask this window. You have to click here knobs. So you have to click here, then install. You have to click on S. You have to select the language, and then you have to click on install. So when you click on install, it will start the OS. So select OS, then click on install. It will ask installation. Click on S, then it will start OS. Now after installation, you have to connect your Wi-Fi. This is the installation process. It will take minimum 10 to 15 minutes. Maximum 1 or 2 hours. So after installation, our next process is configuration. So before that, you can connect Wi-Fi network. So connect the Wi-Fi network as same as the normal computer connecting. So click on the network icon, select your Wi-Fi network name and enter your password. You are now connected to Wi-Fi. This will work in both command line and in graphical interface. So you can use this in both ways. So we will set up this Raspberry Pi. So first you have to start, then it will ask configuration. So click on next. So when you click on next, it will ask set country. So country is India and language is English. Then you have to click on next. After that it will ask password, change password. So if you have to change the password, you can change it, otherwise no need to change the password. Then setup screen, so you can set up the screen as per requirement. Then it will ask the update software. So if you click on next, it will search the software and it will download the updates. As Raspberry Pi uses Linux OS, Linux OS is open source, so there are always new updates. So after every 1 week, 2 week, you can update the Raspberry Pi. So once you update the Raspberry Pi, your setup will complete and then you have to press restart button. So after restart, your system is ready. Then you have to do the configuration. So configuration is very important. So in menu, press Raspberry Pi configuration and interface, and then you have to click on interface. So enable all devices, camera, SSH, VNC, SPI, I2C, serial port, all devices you have to enable. And then you have to again restart the system. After your restart, your system is ready to work as desktop PC. So this is brief introduction about how to install OS in Raspberry Pi. This is traditional method. So next session we are seeing headless method. So we will see the demonstration. Hello everyone. We'll start our demonstration how to install OS in a Raspberry Pi. So this is my Raspberry Pi 3. This is my memory card and card reader. This is my wireless keyboard and mouse. So this is my keyboard and this is my mouse pad. So this is dongle for wireless keyboard mouse. This is my adapter for Raspberry Pi. So it is 5 volt 2.4 ampere. This is HDMI to VGA cable and this is VGA monitor. So this is my monitor. So this is my total setup. So first step is open raspberrypi.org, download. So if you see, so in download raspberrypi.org, you can download 2OS, Raspbian and knobs. So you can use Raspbian also. In Raspbian you will get these 3 different OS. First is Raspbian Buster with desktop and recommended software. Second is Raspbian Buster with only desktop, and third is Raspbian Buster Lite. So this is simple, this is advanced, and this is more advanced. This size is 2500 MB, this is 1100 MB, and this is simple 400 MB. So if you install this, all softwares will be included in OS. Now we'll install basic OS. So we are using knobs. So in knobs there are 2 options: knobs offline and network install, and knobs network install only. So we are selecting knobs offline and network install. Now we have to click on download zip file. You are not downloading torrent, you have to download zip file. So after downloading, you will get zip file. So this is my downloaded zip file. You have to extract this. So file, you have to extract. So after extract, you will get this folder and you will get all the content of OS. So this content you have to load into memory card. So our first step is take memory card, take card reader. So this is my card reader and this is memory card. You have to insert memory card. You have to insert memory card into card reader. So I will insert memory card into card reader. Okay, so you have to connect this to USB cable, USB port. So I had connected the USB port. Now our first step is to format the card, and for that you are using this SD card formatter software. So it is special software for formatting the memory card. We want FAT format. So this is SD card formatter. Click on S. So this is SD card formatter. Here you have to select your drive which you want to format. So I am using D drive. Okay, so first check whether you are selected proper drive. So D drive is my USB drive. If you select other drive, then your computer may format. So please select proper drive. So I had selected this D drive, SD card, and then you have to select on format. So I will click on format. Data may be retrieved after quick format. So it may not be. So we are using format. So do you remove? So format is completed, and then exit. So if you see, the content in USB are blank. Now open our knobs folder. Open this folder. Select all files by Control A. Copy all files by Control C. Go to USB drive. In memory card, paste all these files. So you have to paste all these files. This is our first step to load the OS related files in memory card. We are not installing the OS, we are just copying the files related to OS into memory card. This is our first step. So while copying, we'll connect our hardware. So for connecting hardware, you have to connect keyboard and mouse to Raspberry Pi. So this is the dongle, Wi-Fi dongle, wireless dongle of keyboard mouse. So I will connect it to Raspberry Pi. Then I have to connect power supply. So this is your normal micro USB cable. So I have to connect it to this. Connect power supply. So I had connected power supply. This is the slot for memory card. Right now we are copying the data. So memory card is not here. After copying, we have to insert memory card here. Then you have to connect HDMI to VGA cable. So I will connect HDMI to VGA cable. Here. I don't have HDMI monitor, so I am using HDMI to VGA cable. Now to connect monitor. So monitor is connected. This is connected. Now I will connect power supply. But I will not switch on the supply because there is no memory card. So we have to wait until data is copied. So data is copying. Now we have to wait until data is copied. Then we have to insert the memory card into Raspberry Pi, and then we will start our setup. So data is copying. All data is copied. Now we have to eject our pen drive. So first I will close this, and from this
I have to eject my pen drive. So I will eject the pen drive. Now remove the memory reader, remove the card, and you have to insert this into Raspberry Pi. So I will so I had connected this memory card. So this is my complete setup. This is my complete setup with monitor, Raspberry Pi, keyboard, mouse. So I will switch on the system. So I have switched on the system. Power supply light turns on. On the monitor you will observe this screen. So it is checking the partition. Now it asks the OS. So it asks Raspbian full OS or Libre ALOS. So you have to select Raspbian OS. You have to click here. So I will select by using my mouse. I will select this OS. So I will select this OS and I will click on install. So after installation, it will start installation. This will install the OS. So I will click on yes. Now it shows progress. So my OS installation has started. It will take minimum 10 minutes. So we will pause the OS. We will start this after some times. So OS is installing. You have to wait unless 100% installation. %, OS installation. 10% installation. 25%. Now this OS requires minimum 10 to 15 minutes for OS installation. 50% OS installation. So this OS installation is time consuming. Now 99% OS is installed, so we are waiting for 1%. Now 100% installation is over. Let's see what will happen in this. Please wait while the software installation on your SD card. This will take a few minutes. It indicates wait for some time. Though it is 100%, it indicates wait for some time. So we'll wait for some time. Now it indicates OS installed successfully. So after 100%, it indicates OS installed successfully. Now we have to click on OK. So I will click on OK. Now computer restarts. So this is my setup. The computer is restarting. Raspberry Pi is restarting. It indicates welcome to the Raspberry Pi desktop powered by Raspbian. Now it is not asking for the OS because OS is already installed. Now your Raspberry Pi is ready to work as a computer. These are booting files. The RAM capacity of Raspberry Pi 3 is 1 GB. So this is my desktop. Now it asks welcome to Raspberry Pi desktop. So this is my total desktop. So I will click on next. Then it asks country. So country is India. So I will select India. Language, I will select English. Then I will click on next. It indicates setting location, please wait. Now it indicates enter new password, confirm new password. So I am not going to change my password. So I will click on next. By default username is Pi and password is Raspberry. Now it indicates this border will show black. Okay, next. Now it is searching for Wi-Fi. Now here is Wi-Fi symbol. So in this it is searching for Wi-Fi. So this is my Wi-Fi. Then I have to click on next. So it will ask password for Wi-Fi. So I will write the password for Wi-Fi by using my keyboard. So my password is SAI9604599555. So my password, Wi-Fi password is SAI9604599555. So I will enter this. I will click on next. So it is connecting to network. Please wait. And if you see, you are getting here Wi-Fi symbol. So Wi-Fi symbol is there. So it is connected to my Sparsh Krupa, and this is my IP address. Now remember, this IP address is very important. 192.168.0.102. It is used to find out the it is used to operate this using remote technology. Now it asks for update the operating system. So if you go for update the operating system, it will start updating the OS. So I have to click on next. So it is checking for update. Reading update list, please wait. Now Raspberry Pi, in Raspberry Pi we are using Linux operating system and it is open source. So every time, after every week, every month, you have to update the Raspberry Pi software. So to update the Raspberry Pi, there are also DOS prompt command, but at the beginning it will ask the update and we are doing the update. So our Raspberry Pi, this Raspberry Pi is connected to Wi-Fi. Now downloading updates. Again it will take 5 to 10 minutes, so we will pause the video. Updating software. So setup is complete. Now we have to press done button. Now we have to click on start. So at leftmost top corner we have to press start. Then you have to go for preferences. Then you have to go for Raspberry Pi configuration. So when you go into Raspberry Pi configuration, here you can change the password, but we are not going to change the password. Host name is Raspberry. Boot to desktop. Then our most important point is interface. So enable camera. Raspberry Pi has onboard camera facility, so enable it. Enable SSH so that you can remotely operate this. Enable VNC so that you can operate graphical user interface using VNC. SSH is used for command prompt. Then SPI enable, I2C enable, serial port enable, all we are enabling this. And then you have to press on OK. So when you press OK, you have to press OK, then display. So it will ask reboot. So reboot the system. So we'll press reboot. So system will reboot. So now your desktop Raspberry Pi is ready to work as your computer. You can do anything which you operates on computer, but only in Linux software so you can use here. So our today's session is booting of OS. So we are done conventional method OS installation. In next session we are using headless OS installation. So Raspberry Pi is restarting. Now it will not ask setup mode when it starts. So it is starting. Now the message is SSH is enabled and default password for Pi has not changed. So it doesn't matter, we will click on OK. So this is my Raspberry Pi computer.